had plenty of energy, plenty of oomph. A great start for Ncuti Gatwa, who is just going to be amazing. I just think we just from those a show less than an hour, he's going to be great. He's going to be great. It was a great start for him.
The Ncuti Gatwa, great start, absolutely energetic, fantastic, love him. Again in a nightclub and etc. Which I was kind of, I don't want to sound like bad, but I was a bit worried about that when I saw it in the trailer, because I was thinking, oh my god, is Doctor Who going like a nightclub sort of like direction? But it was done perfectly, because he was just in there dancing and he said, oh, I'm gin and tonic division. That is perfect, that's fine, that's what it should be. But I get love Ncuti's energy.
I've actually quite liked Ncuti Gatwa as the 15th Doctor. I don't mean this in a I don't mean this in a bad way. I don't have a definitive opinion on Ncuti as of yet, probably because, well, when you think about it, he doesn't really have a whole lot of screen time. But so far, I quite like him.
Ncuti as the Doctor, I already love him. I can't wait for May now. He was just so charismatic, and the rooftop chase was amazing. I loved that so much.
Ncuti was absolutely fantastic. I realised I absolutely loved his voice when he did the voiceover at the beginning. I was like, this man's got a beautiful voice. But he was very, very doctorish, and I really enjoyed his performance.
I also love how he's a Doctor that's more in touch with his emotions, because, well, when in the It's a Wonderful Life type scenario where the Goblins go to when Ruby was left on that church doorstep and they got her instead, and she didn't exist in that alternate timeline, and you saw the Doctor, like, he was crying, and you could tell that he really did care for her in the short time he spent with her.
I wouldn't say this is a bad thing, but I got really sad when it was like the alternate universe with Ruby's foster mum, and like she didn't care.
I actually am a sucker for like timey-wimey, and I liked that she disappeared from existence. I felt almost like that was a Series 5 reference, because there was a crack and then someone disappeared from existence. But Keir said it's a wonderful life, so that's a nice reference for Christmas time as well. So yeah, I really like that kind of timey-wimey bit.
Ruby, fantastic as well. A brilliant companion with an air of mystery that's obviously going to be something we explained in the line.
Ruby, she's okay. I don't think she really naturally reacts to stuff as she should. I mean, she's just like other goblins, whatever. She doesn't seem terrified to but who knows, maybe we'll see more of that later on, but whatever.
She kind of reminds me of Rose Tyler, but I actually find her more likeable than Rose, if I'm going to be brutally honest, because I like Rose, but she did have a few jerk-ish moments. But Ruby Sunday, on the other hand, she left a good impression on me.
I thought she was a really, really interesting wee character that came in. I could see how she was different from other RTD companions. She had a very kind side to her, like even when she was in that moment of like trauma and deep sadness when they couldn't find her family, she still took the time to really thank Davina for telling her personally, and I thought that was an interesting wee character beat. And like, she is our main character, but she does not have like main character syndrome. She's not self-centered. When she's in her band, she's playing the piano, it's her pal that's doing the singing. When they're all, like, she melts into her friendship group, she's not trying to be centre of attention. And like when the baby comes along on her birthday, and some people would be like, no, it's my birthday and we're doing Christmas, and what was like, oh great, this is so exciting, I'm on board, I want to help look after this baby. So I really like that about her. I think she's like, I can already see her character kind of forming through. She's like this very kind person, and she's a wee bit different from other RTD companions.
I kind of felt that it wasn't really a great companion introduction because of the fact that he didn't get to do much in terms of interacting with the Doctor himself, and the Doctor just went, I'm the Doctor. Like, well, the explanation for something that barely knows you.
Ruby Sunday, I think, is going to be a great companion. I loved her, and I liked at the beginning there was like a lost family angle, and you really do feel for her because she's wanting to find who her real mother was. And when Davina McCall couldn't find out who her real mother was, it was actually quite sad.
I did not care for Davina McCall. Davina McCall is not a cultural icon in the year of our Lord 2023. I don't know anyone who cares about her in the UK, let alone in worldwide. It just felt very dated. It will be very dated in the future when we see anything about this again in the future. But yeah, Davina McCall should not have been there. We should have an actual icon from this century. Thank you.
They've landed running. If that was it, hit the ground running with it. However, with one exception, I hated this song, the singing and the dancing. I absolutely loathed it. The Goblin song, I absolutely loved it because there was context for it. All of a sudden, the Ruby and the Doctor were singing. My heart sank because, they're turning this. This is going to be a musical thing now. I absolutely loathed it. That can off, in my opinion. A little, again, like I said with a giggle, something I don't like, I'll say my piece and then move on from it. I'm not going to make it a big point. It shouldn't be a show. It's not a musical. There's plenty of musicals out there. Doctor Who does not need to be a musical. I don't think it's going to happen. I hope. But that was the thing I really, really hated about the Church in Ruby Road was the singing and dancing. I loathed it.
Okay, that Goblin song. Oh boy, I can't get that darn song out of my head.
Is that a good thing?
Yes, it's a good thing. It's catchy. It is pretty catchy, that song.
I even liked the song. Was it a song that was like, Baby Put the Devil in Me? No. Should it have been? Yes. I want to have seen Ncuti Gatwa being like, all of that. That would have been wonderful. But we didn't get that.
Ncuti and Millie signing, that's brilliant. I thought that was much better than the Goblin song itself, actually, that them swinging in and, naturally progressing and carrying it on because, the Doctor's like trying to get out of the situation. So that was great.
I wasn't too sure about Ncuti and Ruby singing. I did like it, but then I don't know why I felt weird at the same time. So I guess that would maybe be a bad thing.
Maybe the way the Goblins were defeated was a little quick, a little anticlimactic. And the fact that the Doctor kind of just, I don't know if he knew that the spire of the church impaled the Goblin King.
The Goblins had no agency. They were just a most useless villain. And it just felt empty. The episode felt empty. Like, we had good characters and good people playing those characters, but we're just walking around an episode of nothingness, and it was bland in that way.
Oh yeah, the Goblins, I thought they were going to have a bit more of an impact, but they're just kind of, they are there, but they didn't play like a huge aspect into it. They were just kind of like the threat of like, they're going to eat the baby and that's it. So again, I just didn't think they were as great as they could have been.
For me, it just didn't feel like a special, like previous Christmas. Not to say that we had to have Christmas, but for a Christmas special in general, it just didn't feel like a special for me.
Mrs. Flood, there's one. That wink at the end. Who is Mrs. Flood? We don't know. I know there's all this speculation. Oh, she's the Rani, or she's Ruby's mother. We don't know. We've got absolutely all to go with. We have nothing. Nothing.
Especially when it might be along with a lot of other people. And if it is, oh my god, it'll be amazing.
Just say the word.
We all know it's going to be the Rani.
Anita Dobson was fun, Mrs. Flood. What did she say at the end again? It was like, haven't you seen a TARDIS before? Like, all of that, like, I quite like that. She wasn't that cockney, wasn't exactly EastEnders again. Maybe, this is my theory, is that she actually is Angie Watts. Like, this is actually Angie Watts from Dimensions in Time. And
Angie Watts wasn't in Dimensions in Time.
She was she not? Was she not the one who talked to the third Doctor?
No.
Was she not?
No.
Well,
That was Sharon.
That was Sharon. Well, she was there in the background. She saw the TARDIS. She was there at Cutty Sark. Angie Watts was at Cutty Sark, and she saw the TARDIS. She knew it from the beginning. She knew the scene. She's back. She's there to serve papers to Dirty Den and say, haven't you seen a TARDIS before? And that's going to be the solution, is that she's bringing back... Dirty Den is back via a TARDIS controlled by Angie Watts. that's what we'll be seeing in this upcoming season.
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Glasgow Doctor Who Society YouTube channel.